welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another episode of The Final Pour. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in, be entertained. If you're a returning viewer, always good to see you. You know how we do. Come on in and let's get the show on the road. So today we're doing a final pour of Ballantine's Finest blended Scotch whiskey. So what is a final pour? So final pour is the third part in a three-part series that Mr. Randy does when he does a review for a libation. First part is off the rip. I get the bottle home, crack it open, pour it in the glass. I drink it. I share my first impressions with you because first impressions matter. They really do. Part two, we're going to get halfway down the bottle here. It's a dark bottle, but you can see somewhat through the backlighting. We're going to get about halfway down. I'm going to give this bottle about 2 weeks. I'm going to let it sit on the shelf. If the spirit decides to open up, take a walk, whatever it may be, that is what it is. Hopefully it gets better. Sometimes it gets worse. Sometimes. But I will get as much information off the internet as I possibly can, bring it back here to you in a timely format that's palatable these days. So part three is where we are today. We're doing the final pour. We're going to find out if this final pour is anything as compared to the first pour and everything in between. Now, one little thing I want to say about this Ballantine's. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised. I didn't really think much about it, but it's actually a relatively nice blended Scotch, and it's inexpensive. The 750 standard we have here is kind of a unicorn in and of itself. It's hard to find this bottle. I know where I can go get it now. Take a little bit of a drive. But I don't think I need to because a hop, skip, and a jump down the road here, I can get a 175 liter if I so choose for just under $30. It's a very nice blended Scotch. It really is, especially an expensive blended Scotch. The nose seems to have turned down just a notch, but it's still nice. Now let's get really deep in there, see. Not as bad. Because sometimes when you have these cheap, and I am saying cheap and not expensive, because when I say expensive, it's better than cheap. Cheap blended Scotch is crap. It's just a bunch of odds and ends they pull together. I'm kind of looking at you, Johnny Walker. That Johnny Walker Red is atrocious. It shouldn't be sold. Everybody says the same thing. Everybody I've talked to about Johnny Walker says the same thing. Why bother? Why bother? Unless you have no choice. Unless it's something in a situation where it is what it is. It's not going to get any better, so let's bottle it and sell it. Maybe not put Johnny Walker on the label. Just go right up to the black. I think it should start at the black, then double black. And heck, keep going after that. If you've ever seen a Johnny Walker blue label in your area, tell me how much it is. I think in my area, we said it was what? $300 something. It's crazy. But hey, I seen a $2,900 bottle a couple weeks ago. It was in a independently owned and operated shop. So that kind of made some sense. I don't remember what it was, but it was stupid. It was stupid crazy. $3,000. I know some people seen bigger numbers out there, but I'm talking with my own two eyes. My own two eyes looking behind the glass at that bottle for $3,000. Huh, okay. I wonder how long that'll sit there, especially in this area. Nobody's got the money, but plenty of people got enough brains not to even go for that. So the nose, like I said, very nice, even for this inexpensive blended Scotch. Just lets you know that there is quality behind it when it holds that nose all the way through. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Let me go ahead and just get another look and see how we can do on viscosity wise. Taking a minute, take a little bit. It's got pretty decent. It's not horrible. It's messy, but it's there. Let's say that. Messy, but it's there. Let's get me one more on the palate. So I really do believe that the viscosity, another hole in my lip, those seem to pop up from time to time. Viscosity transfers well. Got a little bit of that squeakiness on the teeth from the gums. And of course, every single video, there's got to be something that likes to pop in there and make some noise. Every freaking time. Where was I? Viscosity travels well, squeaks on the teeth a little bit. Yeah, it's very nice. Flavor profiles. Because it is a inexpensive blended, and we did say what this was, what I think it was American oak and sherry possibly in there. I can't remember exactly all the details on that full review, but I know I was blown away about how much this is valued and how much better quality it is. That I just looked at the label, I looked at the bottle, and I'm like, man, it's got to be cheap scotch. It's not. It's inexpensive, not cheap. So I guess we'll go ahead and get the palate out of the way and get down to the finish. So back there on the palate, all the character profiles seem to dissipate very quickly, but this is a characteristic of an inexpensive blended. All the good flavor profiles, they go away within the first few seconds, and then there's the lingering effects. So the finish is not bad, it's not horrible, but there's nothing really great about it either. The fact that the only thing great about it is that it's inexpensive. Like I said, I think this was like just under $20, but the 1.75 liter is $30. So for $10 more, I think that's why they don't carry the standard 750. I think, did I cover that? The reason why I believe that most places around me don't carry the 750 is because most of those are bigger box stores, independently owned and operated shops. They may carry the 750 because it may be a little more convenient for them to sell the smaller bottle at a lower price point. So the finish is now somewhat of a watery deal, and there's just a little bit like a little bit over a 1 with intensity on that heat on the very back end. A little bit of warmth, just barely enough to notice that it's there. And that's the lingering part beyond all the other effects. Well, there it is, Ballantine's Finest blended Scotch whiskey. What do you think? Have you tried it? If not, would you think about trying it now? If so, if I've helped you change your mind about something, or I put a seed in your head, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and tell me that this video made a difference for you? And if any of my videos, if you watch multiple of my videos, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button? You might get suggested more of my videos, especially when they come out. Well, there it is. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.